I actually was waiting for some official statements about it, like from Richard Masters or somebody else. So, because we all know there are obviously concerns about human rights issues. I think that's all clear that we all think the same there. So, didn't happen in the first place, happening then. Still, that's the situation. Um, what will it mean for football? That's few months ago, I think we had a massive argument issue. I would say the whole football world with 12 clubs or so trying to build a super league, and rightly so. Didn't happen, but this is kind of creating a super team, if you want. It's pretty much the same. Guaranteed spots in the Champions League, not in a few years' time, not immediately. All these kind of things. Yeah, with all the how financial fair play is used nowadays, well, nobody knows exactly is it still existing or not, stuff like this. So it's like it is. So everybody knows that. Newcastle fans will love it, of course. But for the rest of it just means there's a new superpower in Newcastle. I cannot avoid that. Money cannot buy everything, but can over the time. That will take time, but over time they have enough money to make a few wrong decisions, to make then the right decisions, and then they will be where they want to be. So that's how it is. I don't think that's to avoid in the long term, but that's the situation. Everybody knows that, and obviously the Premier League or Richard Masters thought, yeah, let's give it a go. I don't know it, but it's not the first time. It's just the third, as far as I know, the third club who is now owned by a country. So I'm not sure how many countries are still out there to have the financial power and the interest to do so, but this is how it is, and that's what everybody has to deal with. It's all much more important than money is obviously good decisions. Was always possible, will always be possible. It's just more difficult. It's not. I'm not concerned about that. I'd only describe the situation. So it was before we won the Champions League 2 years ago or whenever it was, and there were already two countries involved in the tournament. So and with brilliant teams. So football is a wonderful game. You can still win football games even when the financial power of the opponent is much bigger than your own, whoever that will be, and that's not. Honestly, I'm really not concerned. It's just you all know it. It's just you need our voices. Obviously, that's why you ask all the Premier League managers now what they say, but you know it already. It will not happen overnight, and Newcastle is not safe in the league now this year, so maybe there's a. I don't say that, but it's not 100% sure that they will stay in the league. That would slow down the process a little bit for sure, but we all know there are out there. There are some people who the football knowledge is big enough. I think there will be a lot of changes in the next few years. Try with them, then do that, and all these kind of things. It's a massive project. Yeah, but it's football still, and so of course you can win football games against them in the future as well. But it's how is that? It's clear, and we all know it. In 5, 6, 7 years' time, Newcastle, if the owners are patient enough, is a new superpower or an old superpower because they were already really successful in the past, and the new owners of Newcastle would have obviously enough money to buy the whole league. So maybe they fancy that at one point, and then it opens up again. Same chances for everybody. We will see.